So we're back in business. I had such a great time looking at the last video I just did that I want to continue doing it. I also left off at a point where which is very important in one way, because I'm talking about this bill from contract from the museums of the canton of Valais in Switzerland, for whom I've been working for several years on and off. And yeah, anyway, like I said, they've got the fees in the contract. So 2 degrees of difficulty, normal and difficult. Normal is 350, I mean 3 francs, and 350 Swiss francs. The difficult is 4 Swiss francs, and I've been charged a line. I've been charging €1 a line, which means I'm about almost a third under the normal rate, and I feel a bit sick about this, because it's nice getting work, but then usually when this has happened to me already, when your rate is below market, normal market, like in Switzerland, elsewhere I'm probably on the more expensive extreme of the scale, but in Switzerland anyway, there I offer 5, and they're actually they can pay 10, so they'll say, well, we'll see 7, do it for 7, and you adjust the rate that way. That would be the honest way of dealing with this. And I'm at the end, I think, of their publication campaign or project, so I don't know if this is going to be a big help. But I'm going to say they checked on the contract the 350 rate, and then put they marked a yellow line for other, like, so I should have written my rate into it, but since they already checked 350, I'll say, okay, let's stick to that, and they'll realize that I that I know the rates now. It's a strange situation. So that was the story with that. I picked this perspective this time because I'm realizing more and more how important this work is that I'm showing in my window. I call it Schaufenster, in my show window, and it's very important because it kind of, let's say, illustrates or accompanies an important axiom of mine, which I formulated in German, and it basically says, form comes, form goes. The light smells of earth, soil. In German, that has more of a internal structure, in the sense that I can use the verb entsteht und vergeht, and there's a rhyme. So Form entsteht, Form vergeht. Das Licht riecht nach Erde. And this entsteht, vergeht is good. I don't like form too much, the word, but I haven't found anything better. And this thing, das Licht riecht nach Erde. So Licht nach riecht. Also this is very raspy voice, and so it's an important saying of mine. I mean, it's central. It's so central to my work, my being, that I would like to have it as an epitaph on whatever tombstone I have, and I'll probably end up doing it myself. making a tombstone, writing this on it, carving it, whatever. Because it really is, I've got the stone, I can show you that if I've got enough time. It's really what it's all about. And that light smells of the soil, of the earth. This is like, this is any sensory experience. You know, form, this is, you can see form, you can see it. But the feeling of it, you have to go into other senses than sight, like smelling and touch, because earth, this is the tangible, not like light. And anyway, without really thinking about it, I use these white stones that I come from the Tessin, from Val Calnegia, where I like to go. And I collect these white stones. On the one hand, I say to limit the number of stones that I can bring back. They have to be really, really nice and white, like this one, really beautiful. And some have slight imperfections, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, it's so like this. You can't see it probably. And I decorated, yes, my shop window, my exhibition, my small installation in my Schaufenster consists of some things like this, to order the white rocks, a table, this piece of green carpet here, and very rustic. I put like a board, it's from a chair actually, where I wrote Form entsteht, Form vergeht, das Licht riecht nach Erde, but I put a chalk background and wrote in chalk and in pencil graphite. And you still don't see, with the handwriting it's more of a picture than an inscription. Anyway, having picked these rocks for this exhibition, because I really wanted to finally show the rocks, I realized that this white and this translucency, this is already light in earth, only it doesn't smell. I guess you have to imagine, or the next time you smell soil, you'll get it. So that's what I wanted to say about this. It's important. It's like I say, it's central. I love these things, and the feel of them. Just having one. I've got bigger ones, and the triangular one that I found this year. The first thing I found in Val Calnegia in the river was a triangular white rock about this big. Needed a bit of cleaning to get it to my standards of white, and now it's in the exhibition. So let me look. I should have a clock to see about the elapsed time. We're up to 8 minutes, and what else did I want to talk about? Well, I wanted to show you this stone. I can do that. That's probably a good idea. Oh, this nice checkerboard pattern. Yes, I can show you the rock. Here's a nice stepladder I found a couple of days ago. Gotta scrape it clean. Here's this rock I found on the Schlossberg. It's better. You see this here, it comes out of it like a tube, or a worm or a snake or something like this. It doesn't have any particular texture, but it just appears and disappears into the rock without a break. And I thought this would be definitely the best way, or at least a very tangible way, of visualizing this coming and going of form, and of of light being how can I say? Let's say light being rooted in earth, because like a plant lives from light, sunlight, this kind of thing, and the earth is dead plants, and rocks are crushed earth in this case, I guess sandstone, something like this. And here you can see the moon motif in this kind of a variation, a crescent, and the mirrors. Maybe we can get infinity between the two mirrors. I don't know if you can see this. And so here are the samples for the floor. They're the chandis. And the sun has appeared. And the radio is on. Here's the office in its present state. Piano, computer, bed, radio, earth, another mirror. And this could also summarize this saying: In den Werken der Natur findet man der Gottheit Spur. In the works of nature you find traces of God, the trace of God. In den Werken der Natur findet man der Gottheit Spur. Gottheit means Godhead.